While introverts might need to have some time alone each day to gain back their energy, it certainly does not mean that they want to be alone all the time. Introverts actually do like spending time with people that they know well. It's just that they periodically need quiet time to decompress and regain the energy that they expend while socializing. According to some estimates, as much as 40% or more of the population identifies themselves as introverted. Based on those figures alone, introversion certainly is not something weird, odd, or even eccentric. Introverts are sometimes unfairly pegged as strange. Perhaps this is because introverts tend to follow their own interests rather than paying much attention to what is popular or trendy. Rather than interpreting this initial reserve as rudeness, it is important to understand that an introvert might simply need to get to know you better before he or she feels comfortable and willing to open up. Introverts can be quiet and reserved when you meet them, and it can be difficult to know what they're thinking. This can cause others to perceive them as rude. While extroverts might accomplish this by asking questions and starting conversations, introverts prefer to listen and reflect. In many cases, the introverts in the room are content to sit back and observe, taking in all the interesting sights, sounds, and conversations. They are curious and want to learn more about the world and the people around them. Introverts might be quiet at a loud and crowded social gathering. It doesn't mean they are not having fun. Many introverts might be surprised to find that other people interpret this need to be alone as rude or dismissive. If you are an introvert, you might recall being told by parents or other adults to come out of your room and stop sulking, when you were really just trying to have a little quiet time. When an introvert feels overwhelmed by too much socializing, they often need a little quiet time and solitude to recharge. Unfortunately, people sometimes misinterpret this desire to be alone as a negative emotion, such as being angry, depressed, sul. People sometimes make the mistake of thinking that just because a person is quiet, that it also means they are shy. However, it is important to realize that there is a big difference between introversion, shyness, and social anxiety. Instead, introverts simply tend to be more reserved and inward-turning. They like to get to know a person more before engaging in a lot of conversation. They prefer to think before they speak. They typically don't enjoy a lot of chit-chat or small talk. Introverted people are not necessarily apprehensive about talking to others, although some introverted people certainly do experience shyness or social anxiety. Introverts, even though they are good listeners by nature, still need someone to talk to. If you are an introvert, don't feel that you should bottle things up inside of yourself. Alternatively, if you know an introvert, don't forget to listen to them. Not all introverts will be easy to spot. While most will be more quiet and reserved, this is not necessarily how they are distinguished. Instead, while extroverts gain fulfillment from the outside world, introverts gain fulfillment by seeking within. Many introverts have been known to thrive in the online world. This is not because they are nerdy or weird, but because this manner of communication allows for more of a chance to think through what is being said. Introverted people are usually very good observers. Because they recognize that sometimes it's best to be quiet and observe, they often notice small details in things that others might not notice. Those who are introverted do not necessarily want to be alone all the time. However, they do tend to be more comfortable with their own thoughts than others. According to Australian psychologist John Brebner, the brains of introverts create more excitation in the phase of stimulus analysis when situations call for them to analyze what is required of them to do next. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.